Hi everybody, this is Megan with Enlightened Hounds, and today we are going to talk about how to introduce our dogs to a scratchboard. So the scratchboard that I'm using has a small section that comes out so we can lay it flat on the ground, and this is the best way to introduce our dogs to the scratchboard. I'm working here with my 1-year-old Whippet Goose. This is only his second time seeing the scratchboard. So I'm setting it on the floor, and basically anytime he steps on the scratchboard, I'm going to mark, and then I'm going to toss a treat away. I'm tossing my treats because I want him to be making a conscious choice to come back and re-engage with the scratchboard. I don't want him to just continue to stand on there because we eventually want him to be, dragging a foot down and pulling it off and then putting it back on again. So I want to add in this kind of movement away into the loop right away. This is sped up double speed so that you guys can watch as much of this process as possible without having to sit here and watch a 15-20 minute video. But basically anytime he comes over and stands on it, I'm marking and tossing my treat away. The very first time we did this, I literally did like 5 minutes to troubleshoot it, and all he did was accidentally step on it the first time, and I marked and treated it. So he's doing really well now, so I'm pulling out the rest of my scratchboard, and this one has a really nifty little pocket here that I'm going to load with some treats and then slide that small piece back on top of the treats. Now, hopefully when you do this, you are faster than me and your dog doesn't get the majority of the treats before the piece is slid in. But you do want them to see the treats, because the idea here is that they're going to then start digging at it to try and get to these treats that are in this pocket. So this one also has a nice little stand. I really like this scratchboard. You can find a variety of them with these features on Amazon. This one's been working out really well for me. And really the scratchboard is just a fantastic way to work on keeping our dog's nails dull and keeping them shorter in between nail trims, especially if, like Goose here, they have a really hard time with nail trims and want to... you're working on cooperative nail trims. This is a great kind of stopgap while you're building up those skills. So again, I've sped this up double speed so you can watch as much of the process as possible, but it's basically the same thing. Anytime Goose's foot interacts with the scratchboard, I'm marking and treating. Eventually, as we're working on competency with the scratchboard, we're going to start looking for, their nails to be hooked out and them to really be using their nails versus the bottom of their foot on the scratchboard. But while we're just in this introductory phase, I'll take any kind of foot interaction, and I will also take either foot. Ideally, I want him to do this with both feet, so I don't really care which foot he does this with. I don't care what part of his foot he does this with at this point. Again, as we continue to work on this, we will continue to build up, so we really want that hooked foot pick posture with the nails touching it. And then, of course, always make sure to have lots of fun and nice cuddles at the end of your training session. So that's how we introduce our scratchboard. If you have questions, please reach out to ask us, and enjoy some training time with your pup.